My name is Adnan. I am 13 years old. I live in south of Hebron in Samoy.
My name is Ron, and I'm 10 years old.
This is the story of two communities. Two communities just a few kilometers apart geographically, but worlds apart in just about everything else. In the past, the only thing that they have had in common is their hatred of one another. Adnan and his friend Mandoor are like any other boys their age. They go to school, they like to play football with their friends. Ron is no different. Like Adnan and Mandoor, he too likes the same things as other boys his age. What separates these youngsters is that Adnan and Mandoor are Palestinians, and Ron and his friend Nia live in Kiryat Gat in southwest Israel. For decades, an atmosphere of hate and mistrust has developed between Palestinians and Israelis. For the past 7 years, the Perez Peace Center, in association with the Al-Quds Association for Democracy and Dialogue, has been running the Twinned Peace Sports School. This unique project is an implementing organization of Football for Hope, the joint venture between FIFA and the Street Football World Organization, and brings thousands of children, both Palestinian and Israeli, together to share a common love and language, football. Tammy Hayes Sajiv is the Director of Sport at the Perez Peace Center.
I think it's fantastic for us in terms of, first of all, to be part of such a professional network. And together with FIFA and Street Football World, we are doing a great job because they are supporting us in professional aspect. We can consult with them. We get exposure for our project in the world, which is really important because people need to know that there are good things that are happening here in Israel and Palestine. And it's not only about war and conflict and violence.
Before joining the project, the children from each side of the divide had similar feelings toward one another.
The Jewish kids, they weren't good. We were scared to go to them. We were worried they might put us in prison.
I thought they were all bad because that is how they appeared on television.
There have been victims on both sides in this wretched conflict. Bassem Aramins is the head of the Al-Quds Association for Democracy and Dialogue. As a youngster, he was jailed for 7 years by the Israeli authorities, and 3 years ago, he suffered the ultimate tragedy.
Unfortunately, my daughter shot and killed by an Israeli border police in front of her school in Anata, where I live, from a distance of 15 meters in her head from the back, in the 16th of January 2007. In spite of that, in spite of this pain, I decide that I don't want revenge. I don't find the answer to kill an Israeli daughter. I ask for justice. I want to be a good example for the Palestinians.
Bassem, instead of seeking revenge for his daughter's death and becoming part of the problem, chose the route of peace and diplomacy.
We continue with this project. We know when the Israeli children and the Palestinian children meet together, they change their mind about their background, about each other. So they discover that they are the same, they are just children.
Moshe Sabag is an Israeli coach who's been involved in the project for almost 5 years. In 1985, his uncle was killed in an incident involving Palestinian militants.
On a personal level, I reached the conclusion that not all Arabs are the same, not all Palestinians are the same, and also not all the Jewish Israelis are the same. As far as I'm concerned, everyone is different. They have extremists, and we have extremists.
The aim to bring the Israeli and the Palestinian children together, it's very simple, to discover their humanity, that they are human beings, they are normal, they are the same.
Now I feel that all is well, that all are human beings and are good, that everybody is the same.
For Adnan, Mandoor, Nir and Ron, and thousands like them, the hope is that Palestinians and Israelis will no longer be prisoners of their past, but pioneers for a brighter future. Football is helping to bridge the divide, giving young people hope that one day they may enjoy peace.